If everything went as planned, while watching this video, I would be on board a long flight to Europe to start the most incredible adventure I have ever embarked on. A true odyssey I'm calling my mega adventure. Because, let's face it, a trip of this scale must have a title to match, right? Over the next 5 months, I will visit more than 50 cities in 17 countries and board for the first time 4 fantastic cruise ships to bring all the details and tips about each one of them firsthand to you here on the channel. And in this video, I will tell all the details about this trip, including the countries and cities I will visit, and of course, the routes and all the details about the ships I will be boarding. But for this voyage to be perfect, I need your help, and your participation will be essential. After watching this video and learning all the details of this mega adventure, leave your comments, tips and questions about the ships I will be boarding or the cities and countries I will visit. I will be answering all your questions during the voyage on my social media or in future videos. And of course, giving you, my cruise mates, proper credit. Remember to subscribe here on YouTube and on my social media to be the first to know in real time where I am during this mega adventure and when the next video will drop on our channel. Not to mention that signing up and pressing the bell costs nothing to you, but it helps a lot our channel to grow and encourages and inspires me to bring you more and better videos every week. But now, it's time to tell you all the details of my mega adventure. Let's go! Hello cruiser mates! You can't even imagine how excited I am about this mega adventure. I couldn't wait to tell you all the details. I have been planning everything for so long that I couldn't stand to keep the secret anymore. In fact, I had everything practically done to start this adventure back in 2022. However, I ended up having to cancel my plans at the last minute due to a series of complications that included some health issues. But now, with all that behind me, this forced schedule change of my original plans has only given me more time and energy to create an even more fantastic, unique voyage for this year. And I can't wait to start this adventure and be able to tell you firsthand all the details about each ship I'm going to embark on and the curiosities and tips I discover in each city I visit. So, if you still don't follow me here on YouTube, Facebook and Instagram, now is the time to start. Seriously, my cruise mates, not only because we will be helping other people find the channel, but also because I'll be posting videos and photos of this adventure every day on one of these platforms, or even all 3. And depending on the internet connection to where I am, I'll even be doing some surprise lives on any of these platforms, talking about everything that is happening during this mega adventure and answering your most burning questions about these journeys on board cruise ships and cities around the world. So I will help and give you a second to subscribe to the channel. Yep, click the button down here. Thank you. You have no idea how much each new subscriber helps the channel to grow and encourages and inspires me to create and bring more and better content to you here on the channel. And speaking of adventure, if you're watching this video, it means that I have already hit the road. Well, technically, the airspace, as I should be on a plane for a 25 hours journey, which includes a stopover in Dubai, bound for the first city that I will visit in this mega adventure. And the first city in this journey is the beautiful Lisbon in Portugal. I am so excited to visit Lisbon, especially because this will be my first time visiting the city. Actually, although I'm also visiting some of my all-time favorite places again during this mega adventure, this will be my first time visiting most of the cities on this journey. Not to mention that this will also be the first time I'll be boarding each one of the cruise ships scheduled for this 5-month voyage. This guarantees a lot of new material for us to explore together here on the channel. Another novelty is that this will be the first time my older sister, yep, I had to say that, will travel with me in one of the channel's adventures. I'm super excited to have this opportunity to introduce her to some of my favorite places in Europe and also for the chance to experience visiting brand new cities together on this mega adventure. This won't be only her first time visiting Europe, but also the first time she'll board a cruise ship. I can't wait to see her reactions and learn what she'll think of these adventures, and to be able to share with you, here on the channel, the first impressions of a first-time sailor. Well, if I manage to get her to appear in the videos. Unlike me, she's not much of a fan of video cameras, if you know what I mean. But now, it's time to share with you all the details of this mega adventure. Let's crush the numbers. We will spend 5 months traveling by land, sea and air. During this time, we will visit 17 countries and more than 50 cities. In some, we will spend a few days. In others, we will visit while one of our cruise ships is in port. On this note, the cool thing is that some of the ships will spend the night in port, allowing us to explore more of these amazing places. Talking about cruise ships, in this time we will embark on 6 different voyages on board 4 completely different cruise ships. And as I said before, this will be the first time boarding each one of the ships. We will start this adventure in one of my bucket list countries, Portugal, where we will explore and bring all the details of what to see, do and of course taste when visiting cities such as Lisbon, the capital of the country, Sintra, the charming fairy tale castle town, the coastal region of Cascais, and of course the beautiful city of Porto. From Porto, we'll take a plane to one of my favorite cities in this beautiful world, the exquisite Barcelona. No matter how many times I have visited Europe, I always try to go back to Barcelona to explore the streets of the Gothic Quarter once again, or to appreciate some of Antonio Gaudi's architectural masterpieces such as the Sagrada Familia, Parque Güell and La Pedrera. In Barcelona, we will board our first ship on this mega adventure, the Enchantment of the Seas, a Vision-class ship and one of the smallest cruise ships in the Royal Caribbean fleet. Sailing from Spain to Italy and stopping at several port cities in both countries, before finishing the voyage at Rome's port in Civitavecchia. During this cruise, we will dock and visit amazing cities like Cannes, Monaco and Pisa, to name a few. Remember, keep an eye on my social media to learn all the details and curiosities about the Enchantment of the Seas and all the cities and ports we will visit during her sailing. Soon after we disembark the Enchantment of the Seas in Civitavecchia, we will begin our Italian adventure on dry land. I mean, not exactly dry land, since our first destination in the country will be the city of canals, the sublime Venice, where we will explore the main attractions of the scenic medieval town and some of the islands in the region as Murano and Burano, known for their colorful glass and lacy creations. Our next stop will be Milan, Italy's fashion capital, where we'll explore the city and its attractions. The city will also be our base to visit other regions near Milan, such as Verona, some fascinating villages on Lake Como, and even the white vastness of the Swiss Alps on board a train. Leaving Milan, we'll descend towards the south of Italy, where we'll visit Bologna, Italy's gastronomic capital, also known as the City of Towers. Our next stop on this mega adventure will be one of my favorite cities in Italy, Firenze, most known in English as Florence. I have visited Florence several times before, but always on day trips while my cruise ship was in port. However, this time I will have plenty of time to explore all that the city has to offer without rushing, including visits to some of the most recognized art galleries in the world, such as the Uffizi Gallery and the Galleria dell'Accademia, better known as the home of Michelangelo's David. And also visit the top of the Duomo, the city's cathedral, to bring all the details about this and many other attractions in the city to you here on the channel. Would you like to know something about the city or have some tips for me about what to see and do in Florence? Let me know in the comment section below. From Florence, we will return to Civitavecchia, where we will explore the city for one night before boarding the second largest cruise ship in the world, at the moment, the fantastic Symphony of the Seas, for a voyage with stops in Italy and Spain, where we will visit, among other places, the exotic island of Capri, the colorful Cinque Terre villages, and the enticing Palma de Mallorca. This will be my first time on board the Symphony of the Seas, and also a big milestone for me, because she's the only one of the Royal Caribbean's 5 Oasis class ships I haven't had a chance to board yet. After her, I will have sailed on all Oasis class ships. Well, until next year, when the 6th Oasis class ship, the Utopia of the Seas, enters service. At the end of the sailing and back to Civitavecchia once more, we will spend a few days exploring the magnificent city of Rome and its famous attractions, before returning to the port town of Civitavecchia to embark on our next cruise. This time, the ultra-modern and technological Odyssey of the Seas, the latest vessel of the Quantum Ultra class to enter service. It has been a long wait for me to finally board the ship. I was booked to be on the ship's maiden voyage, which was unfortunately cancelled due to the pandemic. But this time, it seems to be all okay, and this will be a fascinating trip where I will visit for the first time several ports in the Greek islands and Israel, including visits to cities like Athens, Santorini, and Jerusalem. I can't wait to board the ship and visit these fantastic cities. Do you have any questions or tips for me about this port or ship? At the end of the sailing, we will return to Rome to keep on visiting the attractions of the city. With so much to see in Rome, from famous ruins to fabulous museums and fantastic restaurants, the city deserves a little more time on our schedule. Rome will also be our base to explore Naples, which is an hour from the city by train. There, we'll explore the city center and Pompeii ruins. Do you have a question or tip about the attractions in Rome and Naples? Let me know right in the comment sections below. I'm really curious to find out what you want to know or what you're going to recommend about the cities. From Rome, I will catch a plane to the next city on this journey. We will return to Athens, Greece, not only to have a little more time exploring the attractions in this fantastic city, but also because our next cruise adventure will start in the city's port. And this is really going to be a cruise ship adventure like no other. I'll be boarding for the first time a Virgin Voyages ship, actually the latest addition to the company's fleet, the Resilient Lady, for 3 back-to-back voyages starting in Athens, Greece and ending in Sydney, Australia, for a total of 46 nights on board the ship. I'm super curious to board the Resilient Lady, which, like other ships in the Virgin Voyages fleet, brings several innovations to the cruise industry. The adults-only ship has fantastic attractions for passengers, such as its unusual, super modern technological facilities, theme parties, and shows in innovative spaces, as well as Michelin-style restaurants, gym classes, and even internet that, unlike other companies, are fully included with your travel package. Even though I can't wait to board, the most exciting thing in this trip will be the cities and countries that we will visit during this journey. Not to mention that we will also have the opportunity to spend the night in some of the ports, which means that we will have 2 days to explore the cities, instead of the traditional 1 day in port, which gives passengers incredible options to explore and learn more about the culture, food, and attractions of each place. On the route from Athens to Sydney, we'll stop at various ports in Greece, Egypt, United Arab Emirates, India, Sri Lanka, Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, and Australia. And I will have the opportunity to visit for the first time several cities and attractions that I have always dreamed of seeing up close, like the pyramids of Egypt and the Temple of Luxor, the latest and most futuristic architectural work in Dubai, the pristine beaches of Thailand, the Petronas Towers and temples in Kuala Lumpur, and many others that we will discover along the way. So what do you think? Are you ready to embark with me on this mega adventure? If the answer is yes, then keep an eye on the channel and my social media, because I'll be posting photos, videos and tips for you to stay on top of everything that's happening and not miss any details of this adventure. And remember to send your questions, comments and tips. Let me know what you want to see and learn about each of the ships and places I will visit during this mega adventure. And help me create videos filled with the details and answers to all your questions and curiosities. I would love to have you by my side all the way in this journey to turn mine into our mega adventure. Keep watching. See you in the next video and on my social media.